let me just double check this.
Forbes is calling. You want to be on the magazine?
Forbes?
No, I don't. No, Forbes not today.
And
Tomorrow.
Time wants to know if you want to do an interview tomorrow.
What time?
12.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I'm busy.
Yeah, he's not interested. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Bro, these lads are wild. What's good, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the DMTV interviews. Today I got my good homie, amazing, talented fucking artist by the name of Lil Esso.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Dap me up, my man.
Oh shit. Alright, sorry.
If you guys ever listened to like his discography, which I highly advise you do, it's a very polished sound that I think very few artists can claim to have in the city. And I feel like especially his 20 album, that shit was incredible. I was at the release party.
Thank you.
Probably no, it was definitely top, like dead ass top 10 albums of that year. And it's like, to me, like I feel like obviously I'm in the underground scene and I'm a huge fan of that. But it's like I just find the art, like the local artists in Toronto, so much better than all the A-list. Not because, you know, to say the sound, but just the hunger brings out the best music. I feel like you're still in that development stage where it's like you're super hungry to really get there, and I feel like that sound, like you can hear it in your
I appreciate
in your music,
it, man.
basically.
Yeah. Well, that album was like, that's probably my best like work, definitely for sure. Because I mean, I feel like everything whatever I'm pushing out is obviously getting better and stuff. But that has like that. I think that will be like the first project that started my career. And I'll always go back.
Always go back. Yeah,
always
exactly.
go back to that.
I mean, even the old stuff is like, it's important to remember. But I think this album will for sure be the one that like when you're at the highest stage of them all,
that will
all
be
those
the start,
awards, whatever the fuck, you'll look back at 20 and be like, yo, this is like the first real album I can actually officially be like, this is like not my debut album, but like that first album before my like my next major one.
Kind of started like
that started your official career,
official sound, and like I would say I would definitely say so. So if you haven't heard that,
exactly,
that is probably a good
good
place to start.
Because there's a lot of shit coming soon, and we shot a video. Obviously, I hope you motherfuckers have seen the shit. Hawaii. That was probably, I think, not the highlight, I would say, the album at all, but just the main A-list track that
most popular.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. It was like it's like a TikTok trend type of track, which we tried our best, but obviously didn't pick up as much as we wanted to.
It's hard. TikTok's hard, man.
It is. And it's like the song was
a genius.
The song was made for TikTok. It's just, like I said, it's about who you know.
Well, let's get it clear. It wasn't made for TikTok, but
I mean,
it was
the way
made, it is definitely like a TikTok track, which we tried, but like, yo, it's hard, man. It's hard. Like if you get your track popping on TikTok.
Yeah, but you have to, because like, really see, like we're like this, like Hawaii is the perfect example of like, it's not about the music, it's about your connections. Where it's like this song, you can have picked like. No one that I know except for maybe Pino. Shout out to Pino, amazing artist. He's probably the only other artist, like I said, that has music that can easily blow up on TikTok, but hasn't, for the simple fact that
it's hard.
You got to have the connections to the
creators. There's millions of artists that are doing this that are amazing. It's just
they don't have the the connections to do it, and I feel like we're already in that next level of building those. But
connection is also luck on TikTok. It's a lot of luck.
The
too.
looks,
like,
these days, it was. I spoke about this on the last episode with Moski, where we talked about how image was a big part of artists these days. And I feel like for everyone now, even producers be having chains and like all this shit.
Dude, like, now the producers are being more
They're balling out on shit. It's crazy. So I feel like image is a huge thing. But obviously don't go out buying some big fucking chains to look cool. Make sure you're making your own image. That's why you got...
Gotta be different.
Because, like you got to stand the fuck out. And I feel like... the one thing that I like about Toronto too is like they're not trying to impersonate other motherfuckers. Like it's like we've got our own. We got our own like kind of buzz and shit. I mean, I don't associate my sound to Toronto at all. Like not even the closest bit. In terms of I just the way come from Toronto now, though.
Yeah, for sure. But like, I mean, I don't try to like replicate Toronto sound. But like, this is where I'm from, and I'm proud to be because there's so much talent in this city. Like, there's so much. Just meeting people you would never even know, like, you know what I mean?
That's the thing. And
meeting people that I love their music, and they literally live 4 minutes down the street from me. That's literally a case. But it's insane. It's really cool. There's a lot of people around here.
Yeah, no, and I feel like with what I've been doing, it opened a lot of eyes for me too. Just seeing that's why like literally like the Spotify playlist I have like literally all of our Toronto artists, no American artists at all. It used to have U.S. artists, but I was like, why the fuck do I need that? Like, we have enough quality artists.
I remember saying, like, is it just Toronto? And you're like, no, it's everyone. And then you narrowed it down.
I narrowed it just to Toronto because I realized, I was like, bro, why the fuck do I need to show love to these big artists that already got all the playlisting? We need the our people here because I really, like, literally, every time I listen to that playlist, I just hear the people that I know personally. I'm like, fuck, I'm so proud of, like, how the sound is. And that's why I said how you said you don't like the whole Toronto sound. That's just the stigma that exists right now that I'm hoping that with what I'm doing will eventually circle down where it's like, we got artists like you, these other guys on the roster of people that I know that will be the Toronto sound.
It's not like just that Toronto rap and that's it.
But that's what the sound is kind of like. That's where everyone's getting that stigma. It's like, it's Toronto rap, that's the sound. No, like there's so much more music, and that's why with what I'm doing, like for me, I'm opening avenues where I don't have to shoot a video for you for me to I guess cause an effect in your career. We got articles, which now there's people that actively check it out to see new talent. Then it's the Spotify playlist, then it's the shows, then we have the obviously there's some shit that I'm starting that obviously hasn't started yet,
behind the scenes.
That are behind the scenes. But there's a lot of shit coming up where we're opening doors for a lot of artists, and I feel like Toronto is it's literally in the up and coming, and I feel like we're literally
we have the, like, I'm not gonna lie, I think Toronto has the most talent out of anywhere in the, dude.
The best artists that are in the US come from here.
Yeah,
that's the funny
Drake,
part.
Shawn Mendes, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, like
crazy.
Lil Esso, you got I'm just joking. But like no, dead ass, like it's crazy, like it's pretty insane to think like
exactly.
Half of these people are like 40 minutes away from us. They
grew up. Bro, The Weeknd grew up in fucking Scarborough. Like, bro,
it's
that's
literally
like
35 minutes away from you.
Yeah, literally, it's crazy.
Literally
so that's kind of I think to use that as like inspiration, where it's like, bro, every like, and it's not just music, it's actors. Some of the biggest producers as well, like Murder Beats is from Ontario. Some like
he's in Niagara, I think.
Isn't Niagara? Are you sure it's Niagara?
I think it was. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw some video. It was like somewhere like closer to like the border of Detroit, like some small town. So, so like obviously I have no clue, but he's from here too. So many amazing like people come from here. Just the problem is they're for some reason leaving this place. There's something here that's driving them away that the US has. But I feel like a lot of them, they're just thinking about themselves in a way, which is fine.
Yeah,
they're progressing their careers. I feel like what I'm doing, where I'm trying to kind of help everybody. So I'm seeing how to change Toronto in a way where, like, look, instead of
this is the place.
This is the only way. Like, the only way I can succeed is by making this place succeed.
Yeah, because a lot of people go to like LA to for their career which
is a good idea to network. I'm trying to use that place to network myself. It's just more of so you use the US to bring their eyes here. Like, it's not that hard. Like, Drake has done it. But the problem is that they only come here for Drake. If it's not Drake, they're leaving. I think a big part of it is also with the street rap, like their accents and shit. Like they just don't, like, the U.S. audience just don't know how to connect with that shit.
Yeah, no.
But music like yours, like there's no accent barrier. You're not some like some Canadian moron who's just spewing bullshit. Like, you're talking about the same shit they love to listen to. So it's easy for them to connect. It's just, I want to make sure that every time they listen to artists coming from here, they start to appreciate the city more.
Yeah.
Because the stigma is, if it's Toronto, they immediately turn the shit off because, like, bro, this is trash. Like, I don't give a fuck about, like.
I mean, I feel like only right now Drake, The Weeknd, and like the
just a handful
bigger artists.
That's still
they
kind
just
of
have it,
Toronto.
but I mean, there could be a lot more.
Oh my, bro, there's so many people that don't even.
I mean, like, so many people do this shit too. So it's not like there's millions of people that do this. No, of course. So it's just like the ones that love it and like that will shine through the rest will stick out, and like they will fucking be
And for artists and directors or producers that do decide to just leave Canada and never mention it, it's fine. Like, I'm not expecting everybody to want to stay here. I just want there to be for people to wake up and realize that it's like no one has done the shit of like starting. Even Drake himself, like, he hasn't even done anything to really make a music scene out here.
Yeah.
Like he's put some people on.
He's just so big.
He's so big and he shows love, but it's nothing to really build infrastructure. And that's nothing wrong with that. It's not his job to do that. It's no one's job. It's just if he's not passionate about doing that, he's not gonna fucking do it. Right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's definitely probably done stuff more behind the scenes.
No, of course he's done shit 100%. It's just not to like like in the media limelight where it's actually affected people's fucking.
I see what you're saying.
Like it's not done.
That's
major.
Well, that's what DMTV is here for.
Facts.
Right.
I don't know. There's bear shit in the works, but moving past this topic, I wanted to kind of target you a little bit more. I guess the question like the basic question and the one that I know a few people have: where the fuck did you get Lil Esso from? Is it
not the gas station? Not the gas station.
The gas station Esso. Because the first time I heard it, I'm like, is this guy's gonna have a lawsuit one day from Esso?
No. That's why I try to put the dollar signs in there. So basically, how that came about was just everyone calls me Esso because my real name is Alessio. They would just call me Esso all the time. And then after I was just like, and I was younger too, and I don't know why, it just kind of was like Lil Esso because I just honestly, I kind of want to change it, but it's very hard to do that right now. I think once I get more of a platform and I'm more known, I think it'll maybe be easier. Yeah. I don't know, I could be wrong. But the Lil is, I don't know about it, but I'm just sticking with it. Usually people just call me Esso. But,
exactly.
So
I mean, you could drop it eventually just to Esso.
Yeah,
because I feel like the one thing I know for sure is most artists these days don't even bring Lil anymore. It's basically dead.
Like you said in the last podcast, the Lil, you don't like the Lil rappers.
It's just exactly. It's just an old generation type of thing at this point.
I'm not a big fan of it. I just have it there.
No, you can keep it because look, if you've already had it for a long time,
I know.
You're accepted.
And the thing is too, it's not just your Instagram and shit. It's your music, like on Apple Music and Spotify. You can't change it. You have to make a new account. Oh. And all your shit is scrapped.
Fuck.
Then it's a different account. That's why I can't just change it.
Right now though, because if you get the right connections,
exactly. That's why. That's the thing. I'm like, someone that works at fucking DistroKid or whatever. Drop it. Yeah, exactly. Let's switch things around.
Maybe even, depending on what direction of music you eventually settle on, maybe even just dropping it and just having your fucking real name.
Yeah, like if I do some country shit.
Nah, this guy gonna do some weird country shit. Oh my god. But you could eventually, bro, there's like bare ways you can go about it, but I think most people's origins is kind of like how I said before, like gamer tags and shit, but like,
No, it was just my name and then you would just call me Esso.
Yeah, it's just like
all the time, and I was like, I'm just gonna become Esso.
Yeah.
Lil Esso.
Makes sense. It's just like I know a lot of people that first find your name are probably just looking at the gas station like, why
is your name a gas station? I'm like,
wait, actually, there's actually
they'll be like, oh, is it because you got that gas? I'm like, no, I don't got that gas.
There's no way someone said that.
No, there's people that are like,
that's crazy.
Petro Canada. I'm like,
Lil Petro.
Lil Petro, no. Bro, but that's what it is, man. Hopefully I can change it in the future, but it's not I don't like it. It's the name that kind of started this for me, so
no, there's no need to change it because it's professional enough, and I feel like it's not as weird as like Lil Windex or some shit like that. That's kind of
like Lil Toe, Lil Windex.
Yeah, bro. No, but Lil Toe, even though it sounds retarded, like at least it looks good on Instagram. So like, fuck it. Like no.
Lil Toe, no.
Like, it sounds stupid, but just the way it's written,
just if you look at the letters, like as an artwork.
No, that's kind of what Instagram is these days.
That is true. True. So you got to look at just the name. Just looks right, but when you say Lil Toe,
it just sounds. But there's a verified artist, Lil Toe, so
Shout out Lil Toe, man.
Exactly. This guy is making some crazy fucking music, guns in every video. Like, I tried to collab with him while I was in Miami.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I was like, you know what? I'll probably get shot while filming, so I'm like, nah.
Yeah, no, dude, I can't. I don't want to be a part of it. I know, like, I'm kind of like a rapper, but not really. But like, I don't want to be associated with that shit because, like, and it's so funny too. Like, I'm gonna kind of go into this because I think it's pretty funny, but it's cool as well too. Mm-hmm. I make these tracks where like I'm going like I'm rapping on some hard beats, and usually what you talk about is guns.
Exactly.
Shoot your family. You're gonna shoot your this. You know what I mean? Like dead ass. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But I'm making some like these tracks that I'm making. Like it's not. I'm not saying all this shit. I'm literally talking about how I ain't about that life.
Exactly.
And I'm still being hard on the beat. Like that's like
you don't need to talk
right?
weird whack shit to be hard on the beat. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. Like you don't just because you hear a beat doesn't mean you have to like fully like just like, oh, I'm gonna talk about whatever everyone else talks about. Just talk about your own shit. You know, if you got the experience and you can do it, you can talk about whatever the fuck you want.
No, exactly.
But
it's just I know that some rappers be faking their fucking stories and stuff, and it's like
but you can't make it cheesy too, like
exactly. But even if you don't make it cheesy, you can tell by the emotion it's fake. That's why a lot of the only artists I ever cover. It's like I like every time I listen to the music, like if you get goosebumps when you listen to the shit, you know the motherfucker's talking his shit, like real stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you can't like it's physically impossible for a person to fucking lie everything he said and make it sound so believable to the point where the person just like there's a feeling involved with it where it's like regardless of what the guy's saying, if your emotions are like attached to it, then you know it's real.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like the way the person's delivering it.
Yeah, it's all in the delivery.
Yeah, and I feel like you obviously everything you talk about, like there is no buffoonery where it's just like some whack shit where it's like, you know, like you were talking like, you know, like as if you're the biggest dog in the game, you know, like even though like you don't even got
but
like,
it's
bitch,
all
like
good.
I have a rollie on my wrist, bitch, you don't got nothing. What are you talking about? Like just artists be saying shit like that all the time. I'm like, bro, you don't got nothing. What are you talking about? You can't even pay for a fucking studio session.
Yeah, that's fine. That
like literally.
Facts. But no, there's definitely tracks where I have fun and I say some stupid shit sometimes, but not like I'm gonna kill you. Like I'll never say that. I'll just be like, yo, I'm flexing here, I'm flexing there, but I'm never gonna be like, I won't portray something that I'm not. I'll manifest it. If I don't have it right now, I will.
But
have
it's the
it.
way you say it on. It's like these guys are saying as if they fucking have it. Instead of making sure the audience knows, like, yo, I'm about to get this shit. You know? Like,
no, there's definitely ways. I have 3 ways of making tracks. I have where I'm storytelling, literally create a story off of like
life experiences,
not even my experience. Yeah, just like creating, almost like directing a movie.
Okay,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like I either do that, either talk about shit I actually go through, or did I say 3? I meant 2. But just either I'm just creating a story like whatever. What people go through.
But it's still believable to a certain degree where it's like it's not outlandish.
No,
like
it's not like crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like something that my friends go through, or
or like you've seen a person and like you talk to that isn't, you know,
and
it's like a regular person.
Okay,
no, that's fine. I just feel like a lot of these motherfuckers be acting like it's them, you know.
There's
Using another man's life as like their own fabrication, and they get the clout, whatever, and then. It's just a whole cycle that
for sure.
You know, that's just weird. But I obviously that's like mostly for.
Sorry. Yeah, just see. Okay, yeah,
okay, we're good. Okay, let me just double check this.
Forbes is calling. You want to be on the magazine?
Forbes?
No, I don't. No, Forbes not today.
And
tomorrow.
Time wants to know if you want to do an interview tomorrow.
What time?
12.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I'm busy.
Yeah, he's not interested. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Bro, these lads are wild, bro. Who would say fuck to Forbes, bro? Come on.
Talking about lies and
then. But yeah,
no. In trouble.
So I guess moving on from that topic, the next question I wanted to ask is like when and kind of like what got you into music. So talk a little bit about like when exactly you started. Like when was the first official year that like you could say like, oh, I began music, and what was the influence? Because I remember you told me, but I kind of want to hear like, you know, the deeper end of it.
Yeah. Honestly, I always say different numbers. 3.5, 4 years. I always like go like in between because I don't really know where it really like, started. But I remember like the first thing that kind of got me into it. It's the weirdest shit. Okay, it's like it's not like my mom used to. Bob Marley. It wasn't like nothing like that. Like you always hear like, oh, my mom.
It's just such a perfect story.
Yeah, but the only thing that actually is kind of like that, my dad used to DJ, and I always used to be around music in that sense. But it wasn't like, you know, anything like that. What actually got me into it was I was watching. I'm a big YouTube watcher. Like I watch that religiously.
Same.
Like that's my
Same,
like since I was a kid. Like watch all these YouTubers. Like so they have a big influence on me. Anyways, so like I think it was 2017. I was watching some Logan Paul and like these okay, not that specific, but like all these YouTubers are making like tracks and some of them sounded like pretty decent, but not good. Like it was like sometimes it would be like okay,
all the YouTube rappers
and I was into YouTube like at that time too, so I was doing it and I was like, yo, I want to try to make like a song. So anyways, I had a little blue Yeti and I was making I was just recording shit for fun, like just for jokes, and it would make no sense. The lyrics were like so bad, and I kept on doing it. And then like I actually was like, oh my, this is kind of cool.
Like you're actually enjoying doing it.
I enjoyed it because I love like just creating stuff. Like I've been doing that since I was like young. So I kept on doing it and I started seeing like improvements and I was like, oh, this is cool. Then after I had a song where I wanted to release it on SoundCloud because this is when like Lil Pump was big and like all that shit.
So is it like 2016 or 2017?
It was like 2017.
Because I know 2017 was a huge year when a lot of YouTube fuckers were doing rap.
But it wasn't mostly just that. It was like I was like into Lil Pump too. I don't know why. It was just the sound.
Bro, I was too. Everyone was bumping in school, fucking like Gucci Gang and shit. Like,
so I took influence kind of off that too. Like the weirdest shit that now I look back.
It's weird.
I'm like,
Like why the fuck would you? Yeah.
So I started doing that. I was like, I got clowned at school because like. Obviously, once you do something creative, like in school, like and it looks cringy, whatever, then you're automatically like, you know, people talk shit. Yeah. But I was doing that, kept on doing it, and then I thought I was getting better. Looking back, it wasn't getting better. You know, it does to. I know those moments. Extent, I know but like those moments. Extent, like it was very minimal.
At that moment in time, that first song you recorded, you're like, this is a god. This is actually God.
It was the best. I could compete with Drake and shit. Like,
I'm joking. No, but like in your mind, dead ass when you first start, if you believe in yourself, if you start like dead ass, like,
but you have to have that.
No, of course, that's why you're still here today.
Yeah, exactly.
If you started like, oh, I'm trash,
then
you'll never make it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you have to have. It's important to have that good mix. Where it's like in your mind, like I'm the best in the world, but in reality, obviously, like you're not, because.
Yeah, you have to have.
It's subjective. Like no one's the best in the fucking world because it's different. Like
everything's different. Literally, there's not a category.
Exactly. It's even if you're both rappers in the same lane, you're still two completely different people that sound two completely different ways. You can't compete. It's apples and oranges. For sure. You can't compete. You know, so it's like that's why. But I think that's a very important part because every time I hear a story of people who are successful eventually, like every time it's always they always thought their early shit was good until they got better, and then
100%.
It's always.
But looking back now, obviously it was dookie. But I kept on. I stuck to it.
That's the thing. You stuck to it.
I just stuck to it. I kept on doing it. I kept on doing it. I thought it was fun. It was really fun for me. I was recording in my I was recording in my like closet at home.
Bro, I remember hearing some stories of that.
I had one KRK speaker because my dad bought the KRK. Like KRK is like studio speakers.
Yeah, I know. I know those.
But my dad had them before I even started making music. He just had them.
He's a DJ. He's
DJed, but at that time he wasn't even DJing that much. He just had his equipment in the garage because he hasn't touched it for so long. Anyways, he had them. I took one of them, and I was in my room just making music. And I was like, yo, how can I promote this? Because I off the bat. You always see you saw these Lil Pump blow out of nowhere. So I thought like I can just blow up.
Exactly.
Right? Especially at that time. I thought I would just blow up, like, you know, drop a couple tracks, blow up. Yeah. Obviously that wasn't the case. How it works. So I was like, how can I get myself out there to promote myself? So I started doing vlogs on YouTube. Like,
don't even get me started on that shit.
Yeah, the vlogs. Like if anyone like OG like people know, like I did the vlogs and like they were like, honestly, for that time, it was like, I don't know, it was like a David Dobrik type, like vlog type thing.
Oh, Casey Neistat was what inspired me to start everything.
Yeah, like and like I said, the YouTubers, like, I don't know why I have a big influence
me
on
too,
that type of stuff. So,
bro, I'm in this industry, yet the person that got me into it is a fucking vlogger, like Casey Neistat, Peter the Kid, and like those guys have nothing to do with what I'm doing now, but they're the ones that got me into this shit. And it's like I started vlogging in
like
school
Lil
too.
Pump just kind of fucking inspired me to start. And looking out, I don't fucking listen to Lil Pump anymore.
At all. I mean, the guy's falling off so hard that his album his album, I swear, I saw a metric. It didn't even enter like the actual like it's not even recognized as like an official release because it's that it has less than 800 sales.
Shut up.
Lil Pump has less than 800 sales.
That's crazy. That's so sad.
That's how bad he fell off.
But he inspired me, man. He fucking
That's
inspired
the thing,
me
though.
at
But
that point.
he's rich at the end of the day because he finessed the label for 8 million. Like, respects, my man.
Yeah. But yeah, I was doing those
vlogs.
I was doing the vlogs. I was doing the vlogs. Kept on doing them, and I found that was working. I would always sneak my music into like the endings and promote it too, like that. Okay. And like, I basically did it. I started the vlogs 3 months before because I knew I was gonna post an album in December. So I was doing it.
You're building hype.
Yeah, I was building
that's
hype
a sick
and
promo.
always I literally did it strictly for that. But it grew bigger than the music.
It grew bigger, okay.
And yeah, like
it just became your thing out, for like. So how long were you doing it for? Because I know for me, I did vlogging for a year and I got like 40 episodes or some shit. After that, I stopped. I was like, nah.
I did it. I would say like around 4 months.
4 months.
And I racked in like probably in the 3 months because I remember when New Year's hit, I made like a little video and like I think I had like around like 40,000 views in that short amount of time. Like, for the 3 months of doing it, and that was really cool to me because like I was doing it for like so long, even before like since I literally have a YouTube video on like since 2009. Like that's how far like
bro, don't even get me started those days, bro. I think I'm literally like in the same boat too where I've been on like. That's why this journey, like the day that I get that fucking 100K plaque or 1 million plaque, regardless of what industry it is, that would literally be the only dream I ever had. Because back when I used to play fucking Minecraft in like 2012,
and there's a lot of
trash Let's Plays.
Probably Robert definitely was like that too.
Yeah.
Anyone that has a creative outlet, it was YouTube. It was
I used
YouTube.
to, we like on Hunger Games, fucking do these stupid intros, record that. Bro, me too. I used to do,
dude.
I think I have like 7 channels across multiple emails.
Oh yeah,
retarded emails like fucking MC Tiger 1745 or some shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? It was some stupid dead ass. It was like MC Tiger. It was like some stupid shit, but it was like some terrible accounts. But it's always been that, even though it's been different industries, different things. The idea's been like we've always been on the journey to get like we've always been in that drive to want bigger and like to want to be on the biggest stage, whether it's being a fucking gamer, being a fucking vlogger, or it's you being a musician, me being a director. It's all been the build up to this moment right
100%.
now.
And it's so weird. Okay, so I've said this before, and like I made Instagram stories and stuff, but like, so I loved like creating videos and editing and all that type of stuff, but I had like. When I was younger, I always watched these like YouTubers and stuff, and I was like, yo, I want to have this fan base. I thought it was so cool.
It's
and like
crazy.
I loved it. I was addicted to it. I was too. I craved it, right? Me too. So much. And I was like, no other kids were really like me at the schools I went to. So I was always
you're like it's literally like a mirror right now. Like, swear to God, the exact same thing.
It's weird, man. But like, anyways, I would do that stuff, and I always thought like, if I want to be bigger than a YouTuber, it would be a musician. But I was like, I can't make music because like I don't have a good voice. Like, you have to be a singer to make music. I'm not a singer. And like, that's how I thought. Like, that's literally how I thought.
It sounds hilarious now
because you have the technology to help improve, and plus also.
No, but you actually but like, look, what I know for a fact, and this is like a study that like I read to, is like you hate your own voice more than other people. Like, for me, especially it's weird. Every time you change languages, your voice changes. Every time I speak Russian, I like it's so much more high pitched, and I sound like a fucking 3-year-old. But every time I speak English, it's like nice, that's clean. Crazy. I like it. But it's like every time I speak Russian, like I hear it back, I'm like, is this video from like 2014? Like, that's I sound like a child.
That's
like,
crazy. That's kind of cool.
It's weird. So it's like But I personally hate my fucking voice. But I think the same thing goes for everybody else. Like every time they listen to it, especially I can't even imagine rapping or singing into a microphone because I'm not built for that. But I know for you, when you started, like you're probably like, it's daunting as fuck. Like
no, well, I mean, it's weird because you're like, it's kind of opposite though. When you start, you record, and it's like I feel like a lot of people, even if it's like ass, and they go back 2 years later and like, this is fucking shit themselves. Even at the moment, they're so hyped. When they record anything, they'll be like, yo, that's sick. Trust me, that's how it is. Because I engineer a lot of people, and I was like that.
But like
myself.
that's after mixing. I'm talking about. I'm just saying raw vocals. Like,
yeah, but no one's listening to that shit.
No, of course not.
Unless you're really starting out from like nothing. But like, but also going back to like. Anyways, I thought like music was like something I could never do. I don't know. It was like, out of my reach, right?
Basically, yeah.
When I was younger, and I also another thing too was I used to get made fun of for my voice. Still to this day, like sometimes like people be like, "Yo, you sound like fucking Kermit the Frog," this and that. And they would like.
Like, thank you. That's a compliment. Shit. At least I sound like something. You know, like, bitch.
Not Kermit the Frog, though. But, like...
Bro, anything's better than that fucker who's talking shit, bro. Yeah, like, you know, like, just like a regular civilian. Got nothing to do.
No, for sure. But, like, what's it called? I used to get made fun of, too. And, like, I was like... Then I really thought, like, no, I can't do music. Because, like...
Yeah.
If anyone would say anything about me, it wouldn't be of my looks. It wouldn't be of nothing. It would just be my voice. That's the only thing people would make fun of. Yeah, dead ass. I swear to God. And even till high school... and all this shit, like still all the time, right? And so yeah, then I just like put music out of the picture. But when I started doing it and getting better and now sticking to it, dude, this is it's some of my... The fact that
it's different, it's actually a plus.
Yeah, it's cool because the people that used to make fun of me before that used to make fun of my voice... Now my voice is the thing that shines about me.
Exactly. Like it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, no, it's fucked.
It's weird, and I was kind of conscious about my voice and stuff, but like now that's the only thing that it's weird, don't you think? Like I was self-conscious about it. Now that's the one thing I'll show people. Like I said, I was very different, and I could never fit in. It was either the learning, or it was either getting along with teachers or kids. I was just fucking different. Everyone knows me to this day. Oh, Alessio, he was a little shithead, or he was this, or he, like, cause I was just I don't know, I was just fucking different, man. Yeah. And I was man, I moved around a lot because it was either like, it was just the kids either that I wasn't getting along with, or the teachers. I used to get in trouble a lot. I got suspended like probably 8 times to every school I went to. But it wasn't like it was. I don't know. I was just fucking... I literally wrote a song about it the other day. I'll let you hear that.
Really?
But like, I wrote... in the verse, I'm like just saying like it was hard being different alone. And no one could understand. Yeah. So like that's why I would always get in shit. Because I was just alone, kind of being different. And I felt like no one could understand me. So I would fucking get upset. Yeah. In a way, and it would come out like that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but like...
I can 100% relate with you being an immigrant kid who came in, and it's like the third language. At that time, it's the third language. Now, I obviously forgot one of the fucking 3 languages because I had to start learning English and shit. But it was like my third fucking language. I had to literally get kids who spoke Russian to like translate shit for me while I was in class. So I was like, I didn't know how to I didn't know words at all in English. So it's like I was immediately that weirdo fucking kid that just came from another country. That's just like
I have a fun fact. So when I was younger, I actually didn't know how to speak English.
So like you mean so like
no, I used to speak Italian.
So like you spoke no languages.
Yeah, I just was like
goo goo gaga fucking.
Yeah, I was like fuck you. That's all. That's the only. No. I used to speak Italian since I was probably like 5 years old, maybe 5. I don't know. I would say around 4 or 5 years old.
You've been hearing the language since you were born, like the first day.
Yeah. So, but I only knew how to speak fluent Italian. And then I totally lost it. I started speaking English.
Yeah. See, the same thing fucking happened to me, but I was 7 when I forgot Hebrew.
Damn.
But Bro, I'm trying to relearn it because it's literally like an Arabic language. It's so fucking sick, cool. Bro. It's so. So the other question that I kind of have is, I'm just curious, just from like your perspective, because you've been through a lot of that extra bullshit, younger. I mean, everyone goes through shit, but I feel like for you, like with your voice, for younger kids, I feel like out of all the artists I've asked before, even off of like interviews, like for you, because you've experienced that with your voice and you prevailed and became, actual artist, even though people talk shit about your voice, what would be your advice for, up and coming artists, or even kids that just aspire to be something, regardless of if it's fucking music or whatever, and it's like people are holding them back, or they feel like something is not good enough, where it's like they're just like, yo, I shouldn't do this because of this one fucking thing, like.
Well, I mean, the one thing is not everybody is an artist. Yeah. There's people that just, that don't find interest in that stuff. But if you're an artist that loves to create whatever it is.
And it's like your life where it's like you can't do anything else. Like you can't survive doing anything else.
I would honestly say try to find, if you know what it is, it's perfect. If you find that passion that you know what it is, just keep doing it. Because a lot of people can't even find that passion. So if you found if you found that passion at an early age, just keep on doing it. And all that matters is how much you love it. If you love it so much, you'll keep on doing it. Yeah. And like you won't stop. So that shouldn't be an issue. You will make it. The major problem is people that they do something, they think they like it, but then they don't, and then they quit after 6 months, a year.
Because one hurdle comes in the way, and they're like, I wasn't really I wasn't invested, and they're anyways, and it's like that one hurdle is just the end all be all, just like throws them off completely.
I would, and I mean the shit. All it takes is like you got to keep on doing it, like
nonstop.
It's like practice. It's just like working out, and like just keep on doing it, and just try to not like worry about anyone else.
Anyone else's opinions that like don't matter. Like honestly, like
you'll keep on getting better. Like if you keep on doing something, you're gonna get better. So like your motivation should be yourself in 5 years.
Off of your get motivated off of yourself, because literally like I did this even before I did like this shit. Even off of like YouTube videos, I would look back 6 months and I would look at how terrible the videos were, and now how much better they were. Even though those videos now looking back are still shit compared to the first videos. Yeah. That next 6 months was so much better.
Yeah, but then when you look back and say, wow, look at that 6 months, I was shit before. Imagine
and that inspires you to want to
6 months.
And another so you can inspire off of yourself. Just literally just get through that first few months.
I think, and then, honestly, I kind of go off of the like. And I believe it's very true. I heard Logan Paul actually say this in one of his podcasts.
I love the Paul brothers.
Yeah, no, I love Logan Paul, but like, what's it called? The 3 years. He said 3 years. Like stick to something for 3 years.
I've heard it before.
3 years, like, and I stand by that too. Mm-hmm. After you do something for 3 years and you've been doing it, it's like you can like not master it, but like you can be good at what you do.
Yeah, and then. That also applies. It also in business though as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think anything, whatever it is, 3 years, 3 years, but not 3 years once a month. 3 years.
No, like day in day out. Yeah. No, of course not. Yeah,
because there will be a lot of people that come to me and say, "Yo, I've been making music for 5 years."
Bitch, probably only like 3 months out of that 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. And you hear the music, and it's not 5 years worth.
It's not 5 years because it wasn't 5 years. If you combine all the days they actually work, probably a month out of the 5 years was actually work.
No, it's like it's shit like that. So, I mean, again, like I said, just keep on fucking doing what you do, and just if you found what you like to do, just keep on doing it, because a lot of people have struggled to find that one thing. Yeah, and it might not be it for you. Again, like,
and that's fine. That's fine.
I feel like a lot of people, even like, say if someone's watching this or whatever, that they're like, oh, I think I have it, and then they do it, and then they'll get discouraged because they're like, oh, I thought I found that thing, but like sometimes it takes over and over. I thought that thing was videos for me. And I was doing it for years and years and years.
Funny part.
And it turned out that
it's not
doing audio, like stuff with audio instead of video. It was actually
more.
And it's weird. I never really thought of that.
But videos is the only reason you are here. So if it wasn't for videos, you wouldn't be here.
So yeah, plays are definitely a role.
So I guess for me, like the best way to take away from it is like, you know, like, and it's skills, but also business where it's like, like 3 years minimum before you can even start judging yourself. Like give it at least 3 years before you can start looking back.
That's a long time, but you gotta love it.
At least 3 years to look back, be like, look, if you haven't achieved fucking nothing in 3 years, don't quit. Just reevaluate what the fuck you're doing, basically.
Yeah.
But it has to be
not even achieve
term.
Because a lot of people will not. They'll stay in the dark, or it's hard for them to get out in that sort of sense. Achieving.
That's true. Yeah.
But it's just achieving what like. Not numbers wise, like you gotta achieve something for yourself.
Yourself,
like,
of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like something. But again, even if it's like a passion thing, like even if you just love doing it and you don't want to take it to being a career or whatever, as long as it makes you happy, it doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
If it brings joy to you, then
of course.
But if you want it to make
a career, it has to be, bro. You have to grind it. Like, look. If you're doing it for fun, you could spend like a day out of your week doing it. If it's a passion, you gotta find a way to make it your priority. I don't give a fuck if you got work, school.
And you want to pursue it.
You want to pursue. You gotta find bro. There's enough hours in the day. If you want it, you will find a way to make it happen.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of things like lots of excuses and shit.
Everyone makes. I hate fuckers that make excuses for everything. A few things is fine. But there's people that make excuses for the smallest shit.
There's time. You're the
like
person that controls your whole life.
Family time, I think, is a very good excuse at a certain degree. If it's like every day for like 4 hours, I have family time. Bitch, what are you talking about? Every day 4 hours, like
family.
Like bro, come on, like relax. Like every day for 4 fucking hours, like that's a lot of time. Like no.
Yeah, there's balance though. But if
it's balance, exactly.
Yeah, you just gotta do what you do, man.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, just think about you in the next 5 years and what you could be if you keep on doing what you want to do and like
exactly
what you are doing now.
And the one important thing to do also is don't like it's okay to go into it blind, but in my opinion, the smartest thing to do, especially if you know you want to be an artist or I don't know, if a fucking photographer, whatever it is, study the game before you get into it. Like if you study the game before you start, in the first year, you can do more than guys who don't have any sort of goal or path in the span of 5 years. That's because you study the game, you know what to do.
It's good advice, for sure. I didn't do any fucking studying.
No, I know.
I started off as doing stupid shit, and then I started actually liking it.
Yeah, but you can study now the game while you're already in it. I'm just saying, if someone knows they want to be an artist and they haven't started, why not just study the game before? It's kind of like studying for a test. Just study for it.
Yeah, look at the shit.
Bro, because you have to like learn what people have done. Because look, for me, the only reason I'm at the level I am right now is because I've looked at another person's work, copied it, perfected what they've done, and then eventually over a span of months and years, I've over time it became my own style and my own look. But I wouldn't be here if I just started from scratch. Just I'm just gonna do something different.
Yeah, like I started fucking making Lil Pump music. Lil Pump, but
now you're here.
Now I shifted away. It like grew.
It taught you the basics. Lil Pump, as funny as it is, taught you the basics of being an artist, and from there
he is the basic of the basic. Man. So that's a good place to start.
Beat, I think he's probably one of the first artists to actually where the beat was 99% of the fucking music.
Oh yeah,
like 99% of the producers need awards, like that ass. Like they made this guy sound like a god.
Not really though.
No, but like at that time in high school though, everyone was bumping it. Like, look,
I don't know what the fuck was in the air that in 2016. We fucking inject some shit that we're like,
bro, SoundCloud era,
yeah. Like this is like just the same words over and over, and just like it's
Gucci gang.
Yeah.
No, literally no. But the funny part about it is that it's like it's the hype behind it. It's not even the music. That's why I even said before, like your image is huge, because I've been studying. Obviously, like I said, you know, off the interview, the artist Yee. I've been studying his come up a lot, and like I said before, memes is actually one thing I wanted to actually tag along as like a, you know, on top of like the whole artist thing in general, as like a good promotional route. It's like there's so much the industry is hiding from you. So if you're super early, don't get your brain too fucking worked up on how the industry works. Just work on your craft.
Yeah, but don't look at that shit because honestly, it's all fake.
It's all fake, exactly. But as soon as you get to the point where you're happy with your product, now it's time to promote and it's time to expose it to the world. Realize, even without me explaining in detail, just realize that the industry is fake and that things like
I'm not even like, it's not like I'm in it already. Like I'm in the industry and shit.
Yeah, no,
I'm not. I'm outside of it.
You're outside, but like
I've learned, like I've had some experiences and shit where I kind of have experienced that, and I just know.
And I learned from inside sources. Yeah, like I learned from inside sources.
That it's all fake and it's
like a funny little thing. Leaks. I promise you, 9 out of 10 artists who say they have leaks, they leak it themselves.
Oh no, 100%.
Do you understand how retarded it sounds for an artist like Yeet to have a song leaked every single day? Like there's a Yeet song leaked every single day.
Yeah.
How the fuck does someone get, like, if one song gets leaked, you go crazy with your security.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense if you actually but it doesn't make sense. So it's a smart marketing ploy to do it, and there's nothing wrong with it, and people will continue believing it's real leaks. It's good. I'm like it's not damaging the music industry, but I'm just saying from an artist perspective, like those are the people that need to know or have their eyes open, because you're an artist. I want artists to understand that like leaks, it's not what you think it is, or
a lot of shit.
A lot of shit isn't. A lot of shit
not
isn't.
Just leaks, like everything.
A lot of the biggest artists, they're not big because of their sound. There's so much more. There's so much more involved in it. It's image.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta. The only way to kind of learn about that is just like.
It's experience first off. It's experience.
Just keep on doing it, and like, you just realize, like,
you realize it over time. Like,
shit, like this.
No,
is
because
all
you grow up
fake.
too. Like you grow up and like you start getting wiser to shit. Because
and I'm so glad that I'm the type of person that doesn't really care about that stuff. Like, I don't care. And that's a part of the game that you kind of got to play too. Like,
you have to do it.
You got to be smart, and you want to.
If you want to make it, you have to do some of these things.
You have to do those things, and that's what it is. But like, I won't get carried away in that shit.
You'll just do the bare bones minimum of what you have to do, but then the rest is just pure natural. Because
I just like being myself, and
because your product is natural. Now it's time to just use those weird methods to expose it. These other artists, though, it's pure fakery. They're using that to make their trash valuable.
And then they get caught up in that fakeness.
In that fakeness, and then they're just stuck. And then eventually they make, everything's about clout, and then eventually they fall off, and then it's just this whole cycle that's crazy. But I feel like
you got to be doing it for the right reasons.
But it's also the people too. I mean, you can fabricate shit because, like, look. A man, like I keep bringing up this artist because in my opinion he's a fucking anomaly. This guy has 580,000 followers. And he has 350K likes on his recent post.
That's crazy.
That ratio is retarded.
That's easy to fake though.
No. But I'm talking about but fam, every single media is like, obviously the actual number itself, you can look at it however you want, but it had 200K in the first hour. And it has like 8,000 comments.
That doesn't make sense.
Like it's crazy. Like it had crazy engagement. But the thing is, the amount of artists, like the amount of real artists commenting, like even though even if he's using some I obviously didn't check his likes, whatever. All I know is that the hype behind his name is so huge. It's because of many different factors. It's the fact that he's got his look, his look. Of course, it's hype. His look, right? His look of like the turban. He's basically started a whole fucking language, right? He's built a cult fan base where in their mind, they have a way of dressing. They have a way of speaking. They have their god Yeet. He's barking and moaning into a microphone. Sounds like his voice. Like, look, everyone talks shit about your voice. Dude, Yeet's voice is not an artist's voice. Yet he's probably my favorite artist out right now.
Really?
Dead ass. It's so retarded that it's amazing.
Wow. I've never heard of a track, but like
that's kind of how I'll put it, where it's like it's so like no it's not bad, it's just so weird to the point where it's amazing. Also, I've got so many songs on my phone. I think I got like over $150,000 worth of music on my phone.
What do you mean?
Because I've got some I've got some music from some bigger artists on there that like I got, and like Bro, if I were to flip that shit, I can make bank right now. It's fucking retarded. I'll tell you off screen, obviously, but
okay.
But it's just like it's crazy.
Flip it. I'm joking.
No, relax. But I'm just saying.
Is it
10%?
You want to start wrapping it up?
No, of course, yeah.
Just so the battery and shit, so we don't have to do another one and shit.
I mean, I probably don't even have another one because it just started charging, so we're fucked regardless.
Just wrap that bitch up.
But yeah,
I love like just sharing my opinions and all that shit. So yeah, thank you for letting me on.
No, for sure. No, I wanna like I said before, DMTV is giving the platform to people, and it's like I wanna eventually I was gonna want to have you on here anyways, but the moment worked out to happen, to make this shit happen now, and I'm excited to see where you go in the future. We're going to be working closely. Anyone that's following DMTV,
appreciate it.
Listen to his discography. It's a must fucking listen. Album 20, great way to start. Top to bottom, like no skips. Like swear on my fucking life, there's like no skips. Like
stop capping.
On my life, bro. I think you're my top 3 artists from last year.
It was.
So you can't tell me I'm capping, broski. This guy was my top 3 artists. And that's that's not throwing shit on any artist. It's just I was listening because it's just like I said.
I got a lot of work out too. That's the thing. There's not a lot of people that have I think 110 songs or something like that. I mean, obviously the start ones weren't good, but you just gotta put that shit out there.
Yeah, exactly. But appreciate it, man. But I'm telling you, bro, like I'm not capping. When I say I listen to the underground, I'm dead ass serious. Check out the Spotify playlist. He's on there. Pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 tracks of yours that's on there.
Yeah, I think 3.
All the socials are gonna be down below. Subscribe, follow us on all socials, and see you guys soon. Peace.
Later. But
it's like I just find the the local artists in Toronto so much better than all the A-list. Not because to say the sound, but just the hunger brings out the best music. I feel like you're still in that development stage where it's like you're super hungry to really get there, and I feel like that sound, like you can hear it in your
I appreciate it, man.
Basically.